Dear learners, welcome to the MOOC course on Early Childhood Care and Education. This is Module 11 and here we are going to discuss on assessment in early childhood education. So this presentation explores the role of assessment in early childhood care and education programs. We will delve into the needs of assessment, criteria for effective assessment, types of assessment, and various assessment methods used in early childhood care and education. The goal is to understand how assessment ensures holistic learning and growth for every child, paving the way for successful formal education. So, we all know assessment in early childhood education is a nuanced process acknowledging child to child variance and the potential for children to not fully showcase their capabilities. Educators must consider individual circumstances, ensuring assessments that are authentic, reliable, valid, and developmentally appropriate. This approach is crucial for effective early childhood educational programs. So now let's have a look on the objectives of assessment in early childhood care and education. So what are the objectives of assessment? Why we need the assessment? So that is first is understanding assessment. That means to define assessment and its significance in early childhood education. To realize why assessment is crucial in early childhood care and educational programs. To identify the key criteria that makes assessment effective and to explore different types of assessment methods used in early childhood care and education. So, firstly, we are going to focus on the guiding principles of assessment because assessment should be based on some principles. First, the foundation should be there, then we can go to the practical aspects. So, guiding principles of assessment is much necessary. So, for the principles, first we need to see the child development information and how it can be done. Like assessment should provide information about a child's development benefiting children, families, and practitioners. Parent integration. Parents and primary caregivers should be integral parts of the assessment process. Next, multiple sources. Information should be gathered from multiple sources, informants, tools, and settings to ensure reliability and validity. What are the key needs of assessment in early childhood care and education? What are the points that we should focus for assessing the early childhood care and educational programs? First is the curriculum building. Plan and adapt curriculum to meet child's developmental and learning needs. Progress monitoring. It helps teachers and families to monitor children's progress. Follow-up recommendations. To recommend follow-up for children with potential disabilities or special needs. Now, assessment for curriculum adaptation. It is not only necessary assessment for curriculum formation, but after formation we have to adapt it. So assessment is also required for curriculum adaptation. So assessment is crucial for selecting and adapting the curriculum in early childhood care and educational programs. It helps teachers modify their instructional methods to meet the individual and group needs of children. By identifying developmental and learning goals within the curriculum, teachers can address a child's learning and development across various domains. Individualized assessments provide a better understanding of child's performance within curriculum expectations, directly informing what children have yet to learn. Next is monitoring progress through assessment. So how we can monitor the progress of the early childhood care and education through assessment with the three particular steps. First is guide instruction. That means to determine necessary changes in instruction. Second is to gather information. We should use tools to determine what children can do. Third is to meet the objectives. It indicates whether set objectives are being met or not. So that can be monitored through assessment. Now, it's very much necessary because in every school there are children with special needs. So, we should have some assessment procedure to support children with special needs. Now, assessment and screening in early childhood care and educational programs help assure family that their child's development is on track. It provides service providers with information to start conversations about potential developmental concerns and identify the need for additional assessments. Valid and reliable tools offer insights into how a child's development compares to peers of the same age. Now, we also need evaluating program effectiveness. There are four particular steps through which we can evaluate the program effectiveness, whether the early childhood care and educational programs are effective or not. Firstly, we have to see the set goals. That means establish clear program objectives. Next is regular assessment, conduct continuous assessment. Third is gather information about the program. And fourth is to present yearly assessment data. If all the four processes are synchronized, then we will have an effective, it will be helpful to evaluate the effectiveness of the early childhood program care and education in every step. So these are the particular four steps which should be followed to see or to check the effectiveness of the program. There are some benefits of assessment. If we assess the early childhood care and educational process programs in various steps, there will be some benefits. How? Let's have a look into the benefits. First is the development record. It creates a record of children's development in cognitive, language, motor skills, and learning approaches. And secondly, early intervention identifies children who need early intervention service or additional developmental support. Parent collaboration. It keeps parents informed about the child's development and fosters collaboration between educators and parents. There is a program that is developmentally appropriate practice criteria. So for assessment, there are different steps, there are different programs, there are different tools that can be taken into account for early childhood care and educational programs assessment. So one of the criteria is developmentally appropriate practice, DAP criteria. So here we can focus on 3 points. First is it should be purposeful and ongoing. Early childhood educational assessment should be purposeful, reflective, ongoing, and strategic, providing opportunities for observation and documentation. Secondly, there should be scope for improvement. So, good assessment should not be static but should focus on meeting developmental and educational goals, improving as needed. Third is organized and actionable. Early childhood care and education assessment should be organized, providing educators with a system to collect, document, and use information. These are the criterion points how developmentally appropriate practice can be utilized for assessment of early childhood care and educational programs. Now, to know it more, we should have a look at the video provided here. Let's have a look into the video.
Dear learners, welcome to the NIOS studio. I am Savitri Singh, National Consultant of Early Childhood Care and Education. Today's subtopic is Principles of Program Planning. After studying this lesson, you will be able to understand the principles of program planning and how children learn. Before we discuss the principles of program planning, let us know how children learn. Children learn when they get the opportunity to play. They like play, and if we will give them the opportunity to play, they will learn more. So, play is very important for them, and then comes observe and express. Give them the opportunity to observe the environment. If they will observe the environment, they will express something. They will talk to each other and they will learn how to express the things. Now third, form familiar and new experiences. By observing, they will get new experiences. By observation, they will observe the environment, and in this way they will get the new experiences and they will form new experiences with this exercise. Now comes participate, engage and communicate. Let them participate in the activities. If they will participate, they will enjoy the activities, they will communicate with each other and they will learn. In this way, it is very important that give them the opportunity to participate and engage in the activities and let them communicate with each other. Give them the opportunity to experiment and explore. If they will do experiment, if they will explore the world, they will learn more. We also always say that learning by doing. If we will give them the opportunity to experiment, they will learn by themselves. Then give them opportunity to ask questions. Don't say keep quiet, keep quiet. No. Let them ask questions. They have lots of queries. Let them ask questions and satisfy their questions, satisfy their queries. This is very important. In this way also they learn. And then imitate, enact and perform. Give them the opportunity to role play. In this way also they learn. And the most important, the environment should be like this, that they should feel physically and emotionally safe. If they will feel physically and emotionally safe, they will learn. There will be no fear. The environment will be happy and they will learn more. Now, we are coming on principles of program planning. Principles of program planning. Ministry of Women and Child Development has prepared a principles of program planning in their curriculum framework. So let us discuss. When we plan, we have to keep in our mind the activities should foster all the domains of development. Then only the development will be done. Then comes the activities should be age appropriate and developmentally appropriate. If it is age appropriate and developmentally appropriate, then only the children will take interest in the activities and they will understand the activities. Activities should not be more than 15 to 20 minutes because their attention span is very limited, and so activities should not more than 15 to 20 minutes. Now, we have to follow some progress, how to progress the activities. The activities should go simple to complex, familiar to unfamiliar, concrete to abstract. What is simple to complex? Let us see. These are two pieces of one picture. Ask the children to join it. Children will join it and complete it. This is the two pieces puzzles and this is the simplest one. If child is able to do it comfortably, then we can do another activity, and this is little difficult. So simple to complex. This is three pieces. These are three pieces, and ask the child to join it. Now child will join it. Try to join it like this. Yes. Is it okay? Yes. Is it okay? Yes. This is done. So this is simple to complex. Then one more thing I want to show you. simple to complex, if we are taking pre-number concept, first what will we do? We will show them only two sizes. One is bigger, one is big and other is small. Then ask the child to, this is the simplest, big and small. Then one more size has come. Now ask the child to arrange in serial order. Now this is the biggest one. After this will come and then this. If the child is able to do this, now make it little difficult and add one more size. This is simple to complex. So slowly complexity we have to increase. Then comes familiar to unfamiliar. Now I told you that first, if you are taking the theme animals, first you show the familiar picture. This is familiar to all the children. So familiar to unfamiliar. Then you can come show the picture of unfamiliar. This is not so common. This is very common. This is familiar and this is not so common. So this is unfamiliar to all the children. So familiar to unfamiliar. And then comes concrete to abstract. Suppose you are giving the experience of apple. So what will you do? If you are describing apple and some people haven't seen the apple. So what you have to do? You have to bring the apple. You have to show them the color of the apple and let them touch. They will know the texture of the apple. Cut it and taste, make them test it. They will know the taste of the apples. So this is the concrete learning. And after that you can give them abstract learning. This is called concrete to abstract learning. Now next, activities should be balanced. Balanced of activities should be there. Balanced between active and passive activities. If children are running, jumping all the time, no. Sometimes they will running, jumping, they will do this type of activities. After that, they have to sit quietly and they have to listen something. So it should be balanced between active and passive activities. Now indoor and outdoor activities. Some activities should be indoor. Don't ask them to sit all the time in the classroom. After some time, they should be allowed to go out and some activities should be outside also. So there should be balance in indoor and outdoor activities. And then comes free and guided activity. Some activities should be free. Let them freely, let them do whatever they want to do. And then after some time, some guided activities should be introduced. And then comes some activities should be child initiated and some activities should be adult initiated. There should be balanced in child initiated activities also. Child will initiate the activities and some activities should be adult initiated. Teacher will initiate the activities. So these are the principles of program planning. Time duration of preschool program should not be 3 or 4 hours. They should give the opportunity to experiment and the activities should be explained in their mother tongue. And these are the principles Ministry of Women and Child Development has discussed in their curriculum framework. So up till now, you have learned how children learn. This is very important. And then principles of program planning.
So after the video, I think you have understood how the developmentally appropriate practice can be practically utilized to see how learners are developing in the early childhood care and educational programs. Let's come to our point. The points we are going to discuss here, that is the key characteristics of effective early childhood educational assessment. First, it should be flexible. Each child is evaluated as an individual, considering their background and allowing them to demonstrate competencies in varied ways. It should be flexible. Then it should be appropriate. Tools used are reliable and valid in early childhood settings. It should be collaborative. Decisions affecting a child's development are made in collaboration with the family. So, effective early childhood education assessment should be flexible, appropriate, and collaborative, ensuring that each child is evaluated as an individual and that decisions are made in partnership with their family. So, these are the important key characteristics of effective early childhood educational assessment. Now, what are the types of assessment? We are talking about assessment, how to assess it, what are the principles, what are the procedures, what are the criteria. Now, what are the types in which we can assess in early childhood education? So, first is the formative assessment. It is conducted during the learning process to gather information about a child's progress, allowing teachers to adjust lessons. Second is summative assessment. It is done at the end of a unit or lesson to understand what a child has learned, informing future teaching. And the third is interim assessment, conducted during and at the end of the learning process to track child's growth over time. So these are the three types of assessment: formative, summative, and interim. So these three assessment should be there for early childhood education. These are the types of assessment. Next come the assessment methods. First is the formal observation. Assessment can be done through observation. So what is formal observation? Formal observation uses specific tools with predetermined criteria. Teachers monitor children in different contexts, using assessment standards to indicate whether children are meeting expectations in specific areas. Each assessment serves as a benchmark for the next assessing a child's progress. So, for formal assessment, we can find out 3 points. First is there should be specific tools. Why? It utilizes predetermined criteria for assessment. So, specific tools should be there to utilize predetermined criteria for assessment. Next, progress tracking. So, each assessment benchmarks future progress. So, progress tracking is necessary through formal observation. Then third is meeting expectations. It indicates whether children meet specific area expectations. So these are the 3 points which can be followed for assessment through formal observation in the early childhood care and educational programs. Another is informal observation. So informal observations are done daily in preschool. Teachers track strengths and weakness while interacting with each child, using professional knowledge to inform interventions for future progress. Observation as an assessment tool is used to evaluate program and teacher effectiveness, plan curriculum, and develop family partnership. And this can be done in informal observation also. There are 3 points we can highlight. First is daily tracking. How teachers observe strength and weakness daily. Then inform intervention. Professional knowledge guide interventions. Then the program evaluation. It used to evaluate program and teacher effectiveness. So these are the 3 points which we can follow for assessment in early childhood care and education through informal observation. There are some additional child assessment methods besides formal and informal method. One is portfolios. It keeps the records of children work over time. It is helpful in showing progress and facilitating partnership between educators and parents. That is the additional method, that is keeping the portfolios. Another is educator ratings. Assessment, cognitive, linguistic, socio emotional, and other developments linked other assessment methods. So, educator rating actually assess all the aspects like cognitive, linguistic, socio emotional, and other developments, which is linked with the assessment methods. Then, yes, parents are also important parts of our assessment. So, third is parent ratings. Not only teacher rating is important, but parent rating is also important in early childhood care and education. So third is the parent ratings. So it includes like opportunities for parents to observe and listen to their child, detecting milestones and behaviors. So besides formal and informal methods, the additional methods like portfolios, educator ratings, and parent ratings are also important in assessment of early childhood care and educational programs. Next come the standardized test. See, we are doing till now we are doing by our own part, like formal, informal, portfolios, educator ratings, parents ratings through own. But there are some standardized tests also and environmental rating scales that can be used for assessment of early childhood care and educational programs. So, what are that? That standardized tests assess children's performance using standard administration and scoring. The ERS improve. ERS means the environmental rating scales. It improves program quality, addressing health and safety relationship, and learning. It includes ITERS, ECERS, SACERS, and FCCERS, each serving different age groups. So, standardized test, ERS, and program qualities are there. In program qualities are there to maintain the standardized test by using the standardized test and environmental rating. So, these are the tests that can be used in early childhood care and educational programs. Now, there is environmental rating scale, which we have discussed here, like standardized taste and environmental rating scale. So, environmental rating scales to see the basic needs. How the environmental rating scales for ECCE, that is early childhood care and educational programs, provide three basic needs. You can see from the diagram the three basic needs, including protection of health and safety of children, building positive relationship opportunities for stimulation, and learning from experiences. So these are the 3 points which can be included, or which is seen from by using the environmental rating scale for basic needs in early childhood care and education. So we can highlight the points in three areas like health and safety of children, building positive relationship, and opportunities for stimulation and learning from experiences. Now, there is also classroom assessment scoring system. This is also standardized. The educator's rating, the parents' rating can be self-made or self-prepared. But there are some standardized tools like classroom assessment scoring system, CLASS, which is also known as CLASS class, and quality rating and improvement system, QRIS. So what actually it does? So, class measures teacher child interactions, triggering social and academic development. And QRIS assesses and improves ECE programs' quality, making childcare accessible and affordable. It compares programs across a state and provides families with quality information. So, what class is actually? It measures teacher child interaction. From the above this description, we came to in summarization that what class, that is classroom assessment scoring system, does. It measures teacher child interaction. And what QRIS, that is quality rating and improvement system, does. It assesses and improves the early childhood educational programs quality. Now, there is also a point called accessibility. So, what it does, how it can be assessed? By making child care accessible and affordable. So these are the important tools that can be used for assessment in early childhood care and education. So from the above presentation, what we have learned, what we have understood, what is the key takeaways from the today's discussion or the discussion we have made till now in this video. That is, assessment in early childhood care and education is essential for holistic child development, curriculum adaptation, and program effectiveness. It supports children with special needs, fosters parent collaboration, and provides valuable insights for continuous improvement. By adhering to guiding principles and utilizing various assessment methods, early childhood care and educational programs can ensure every child receives the support needed to thrive. So, this is what we have learned about assessment in early childhood care and education. Thank you.